Well, good morning, everyone. This is Arvermill 47 from Dallas, Texas. Today is June the 17th, 2011. I'm making this video at 8:55 a.m. Central Time. The expected interplanetary shock wave from the June 14th's coronal mass ejection looks like here, when we look at solar wind parameters, hit just a little after the start of the UT day, which would be right along here. So that'd be about 02 Zulu, and locally in my time would have been 7 p.m. yesterday evening. But we saw a quick jump in the wind speed and a quick downward in our shields, as I call them, the magnetic shield, or the BZ component of our magnetic field. Did a quick drop and again a quick up, so we did have a little bit of enhanced geomagnetic activity. I'll show you that in just a second. In the last few hours we see that it's kind of, we've had a couple of excursions down below the midline here, but it doesn't look like too much is going on. So again, we kind of got hit, but not definitely not hard. We weren't expecting it to be very hard. And here's the planetary K-index, just showing that right after the hit, our K-index jumped up to a 4. Didn't get greater than 4, so we stayed below storm levels. But again, it was enhanced, but as you can see in the last several captures, it has quickly dropped off. So again, that was just a glancing blow anyway, but the computer models did pretty good at forecasting the arrival of that coronal mass ejection to Earth orbit levels. A look at the proton solar flux, or the proton flux from the GOES 13 satellite, shows that we did have enhanced proton activity again early in the day today, and we continue to have enhanced it. We had finally dropped down a little, and it started moving up, and I have no idea what this is, what the cause of this is. This would have happened after the incoming CME. Now there were correlated protons in that CME, and that could have just been some of the trailing cloud that was glancing by after the geomagnetic storm. But again, as you can see, some enhanced. In fact, it did make it up to alert levels for an S1 radiation storm. I don't see that on this chart, but I did get an email saying we'd made it above alert levels. So there you have it on solar protons. Again, the flux is up. It's been up for a while. It's like really no reason why. It's just up. Here's the induction magnetometer from the HARP facility in Volcano, Alaska. This would have been about the time the interplanetary shockwave, the CME, sideswiped us here at Earth, and we do see a little evidence of some banding up in here, and even at the ultra low frequency levels. I mean, this is almost 0 hertz, so it's just ultra low. I tell you, every time I sit and talk, the thing changes, doesn't it? Never fails. Anyway, other than that, HARP continues along at just a steady hum, it looks like. With again, we've got a little bit of activity that kind of started yesterday afternoon, then into the night, and again when we had the looks like this is probably going to be correlated with that incoming CME, and maybe even some of the proton activity that's agitating the ionosphere. Otherwise, again, it looks pretty status quo there. Here's a magnetogram of the sun. Again, a semi-complicated sunspot here. This is the one that did give us the M flare that gave us the side swipe. Well, helped, should I say. It did not actually, there was not a coronal mass ejection. I take that back. It was a collapsing a magnetic filament that caused the CME that arrived this morning. Okay, it's early, people. I'm sorry. Anyway, this one still bears watching. It could throw out an occasional M flare. A new one rotating into view down here in the southeast section of or southeast limb of the sun. It doesn't look too complicated magnetically, but again, we have to wait and see till they get on. We still have this guy over here that's capable of some low C flares, and this one is pretty much just about dissolved out. So that's it for the sun and solar weather. Now I'll take a look at some Earth weather that's actually going on. This is the Storm Prediction Center, day 1 convective forecast. Slight chance of severe thunderstorms here in the central section or the northern plains, moving into the western Ohio Valley, I guess. A little bit off of the lee side of the Rockies there. This area I talked about in a video earlier, a couple of days ago, is going to continue for a couple of days. Again, the green just means there's the chance of thunderstorms in those areas. The highlighted area would be a chance of severe thunderstorms, probably mainly seeing straight line winds and maybe some large hail in this. So again, that's today's outlook. This is Saturday's outlook. Again, green being just chances for regular thunderstorms. I wish this was true down here for me, but again, the slight chance of severe weather continues in this area and then begins to pick up with our next system that's, I believe, going to be a pretty big system starting to show up here along the Rockies again. And this is again going to be an area I would say you're going to have a chance again for straight line winds and some pretty large hail. Probably both of these areas right now are showing that isolated tornadoes possible. Again, this is the this would be the Sunday, or I'm sorry, the Saturday look. Here's the Sunday outlook. Again, things beginning to pick up from the Canadian border, again over into the northern Ohio Valley here. We're going to start seeing probably more of an enhanced severe activity back in this area as far as strength goes. So again, expect some probably some very large hail, damaging winds, and again some occasional or some isolated tornado events probably here. And again, this is Sunday. The day 4 through 8 outlook, which they put in on one map, again starts picking up, day 4 being Monday and then Tuesday. This is where I think we're going to start walking into our potential tornadic outbreak next week. I talked about it in an earlier video, and the computer models are still kind of on track with this being a pretty decent system moving into the plains, so we'll have to keep our eye on that. This shows nothing past Tuesday, but you can bet that we will see stuff continuing to go east here, so something to keep your eye on there. I'm going to do a quick update here on the Nabro volcano in Eritrea, Africa, right on the Eritrea and Ethiopian border. The volcano itself shows no signs of eruption right now. The cloud, the visible satellite and infrared satellite imagery does not show any ash plume cloud, but it is interesting that earlier today there was a 5.6 earthquake right in the same area. So again, nothing verified as far as damage or injuries, or even if it has upset the volcano or agitated it again. But it could have just been an aftershock. Just interesting that we get another one and nothing's happening right now volcano wise. If that changes, I'll certainly put it up. But again, 5.5, 5.6 at about 9:15 Universal Time on the 17th. So there you have it. Kind of a quick wrap up of all the stuff I kind of keep my eye on, and hopefully that keeps you covered for a while. Anyway, y'all have a good one.